So I've been going through some stuff lately and facing some inner challenges and learning a lot of important lessons through it all. And I just wanted to share a few thoughts in hopes that maybe what I've been learning speaks to others too. Um, so recently I've been tackling a lot of inner demons and, digging up issues, like long, deep-rooted issues in my own life. And learning a lot of things from it. I realized when we choose to dig up our past and to deal with our own personal issues, obviously it has a huge effect on us, but it also has a deep impact on those closest to us, those who love us the most. We might be going on our own personal journey, but those near us are affected by it, and and it's easy to get caught up in what we're facing and what we're dealing through and be completely oblivious to how those closest to us are being impacted by it. Um, as I'm as I'm facing my own demons and delving into my past and trying to uproot deep-seated issues, it brings up a lot of unpleasant emotions. And when we deal with, when we experience unpleasant emotions, um, our natural human reaction is to resist it. When we're experiencing pain or anger or, you know, exasperation, feelings of hopelessness, anxiety, our natural reaction is to resist that. We don't want to feel it, so we tense up, we try to fight it, we try to distract ourselves from it, anything to not feel what we're feeling. Um, but as counterintuitive as it seems, if we can learn to accept the unpleasant feelings rather than resisting them, because when we resist them, it doesn't go anywhere, it just stays or it gets stronger. But if we can learn to accept the pain, accept the anxiety, the anger, whatever else, um, I do this literally when I'm experiencing this now. I'll take a deep breath and even I'll say out loud, I accept this. I accept the pain I'm feeling. I accept this anxiety, this uncertainty. And I welcome it into my life. And first off, when we accept it, the first thing that happens is there's a space that's created. The pain doesn't go away, the anxiety doesn't leave you, but the tension in your stomach begins to slightly relax. The tightness in your chest will loosen up a little bit. And the unpleasant feelings are still there, but now there's a space between them and you. And you are observing yourself having the feelings as opposed to the feelings having you and controlling you. And there's room then to think and to process, as opposed to just being caught up and overwhelmed by the feelings and controlled by them. So the first thing that happens is that space is created, but then secondly, once that space is created, you can not only accept the feelings, but then welcome them and be thankful that those unpleasant feelings are there, because it's in the experiencing of these feelings, it's through the pain and the anxiety and all this, that we have the greatest opportunities for growth in our lives. A bodybuilder doesn't complain about the pain in his muscles when he's working out, because he knows that pain brings on the growth. Without the aches in his muscles, without the pain in his body, his muscles wouldn't be able to grow, his body wouldn't get stronger. And likewise, without the pain in our lives, without the stress and the anxiety and the anger and all these other feelings that we deem unpleasant, without that, we don't grow. So if we can accept them, it seems so counterintuitive, but if we can just take a few seconds even to take a breath and accept what we're feeling, and then allow the space for it to run its course, to be there and to teach us whatever it has to teach us, the outcome of that can be absolutely amazing. And those are the moments where, for the gamers out there, that's where we level up. That's where we learn more about ourselves. That's where we become better versions of ourselves. And when shit hits the fan in our lives, when we feel like everything's crumbling, we feel like we're unraveling and our life is shattering or whatever the case, we tend to lose, we think anyways, we're losing touch with ourselves. The things that we hold on to and the things that we think give us value start to fade away. You know, if you place your value in how good of a parent you are, and then you start realizing all the ways that you failed your kids, then you'll feel like you've lost your value. If you place your value in your monetary wealth and then you start to lose your money, you feel like your value is diminished. If you place your value in your career and you can't seem to get anywhere in your career, you can't seem to get a break, then you feel less because of it. If you place your value in how you compare to other people, well, the times where you don't come up on top in the comparison, you will feel of less value. And when life around us starts to fall apart, we feel like we're losing our value and our worth. But just like a farmer has to plow a field and break up the soil in order to create that space for new growth, when we are broken apart and the things that we think give us value are shattered or taken from us, it's an amazing opportunity, because what it does is it teaches us, if we can be accepting to the situation, it teaches us that our value never was in any of these external things. It never was in anything that came from outside, but our value comes from something far deeper, something that's intrinsic, something that is inherent in each and every one of us. And that's a value that nothing and no one can take away, not even ourselves. It's a value that is untouchable, and that is cool.